but
I am welcome as a co-host for this event of the startup pitches that are held within Uganda today. You are most welcome, our judges, and the pitching side of it. You and the guests, you are also most welcome. I have to tell you a little bit about uh, this event. Yes, the meeting is recorded for your information. So whoever is quite far, please draw nearer so that we start on the same page. It is now our time for the meeting. I have been sent a message. Someone was finding a challenge in joining, but I think has been sorted out. It was quite technology issues. Uh, we are very grateful to have you on board today. I would request that to have this all going on well and to keep things smoothly moving on. Uh, our judges will be having several to put in place, to put in black and white, and to take analysis and take several things on board. I would request that we all keep the background sound calm so that we can hear attentively to each and every presenter that is present in this day's event. We can keep our mouse, our speakers crossed. That means we can make them mute when there's one speaker taking it on. This will help us all to really understand each and every speaker, every participant, everyone taking it on at a given time. As already said, Ronald Kaboyo is my name, and I am the Executive Director, Human Nature Projects Uganda. We are very happy to be part and co-hosting these startup pitches within Uganda. I have to thank so much the startup network, the global network for startups that has given us chance that in Uganda today we are holding for the very first time. And I am welcoming you all to this event. Thank you so much for honoring it. And we hope we are going to have a successful event from today onwards. And I pledge that from today, Startup Network, we shall be organizing several events of such nature for the development to go on and to uplift our startups from one level, from the level where they are to several other levels. I have to tell you that the Startup Network started some time ago and has been uh, instrumental in lifting up several startups across the globe, not only in the developing countries, but even in the developed countries. They have supported several enterprises that have now started from young to the level that are global. And I believe even today, as we are here, several of these are all sound projects. They are sounding startups. But of course, since it is a competition, we shall have to choose the best that will go at the global level at the Silicon Valley from the people who are participating today. And I really ask my my colleagues that we are co-hosting with to take keen on who is the best according to the presentation that we shall really hear tonight. If I can tell about the program layout, I will have to tell you that we shall have introductions, of course, from myself, and then the startup network. They will come on board to introduce themselves, and you will hear about them a little bit in a few minutes' time. The second item will be to give the floor to the jury members. Of course, the judges and then the startups will come later on. But as we give the floor to the jury members, we ask them to introduce themselves and their company up to about 5 minutes, just introducing each jury member. We shall have also announced the start of the startups competition, and the time will be in the range of 3 minutes presentation. Each startup will have 3 minutes to present, and then we shall also have 3 minutes to interact in questions from the judges and several other people that are already on the platform. From that, we shall have the announcement of the winner, of course, at the end of the day. We shall have the announcement of the winner, and this will come from the organizers. But of course, we shall collect the data, the information from our judges that will have done a very good and sound work. I hope all the startup are already existing on the platform. They have already joined us, and then the judges too. From this point, I would like to express myself that in the past years, I have been working with several startups and several organizations where I have been so influential in one way or the other. And in this case, I have to tell you about how it has been so fundamental for me, especially when I pick up a chance of interacting with the people who support startups, and how I can present my startup to the panel of the people who are to stand with us, to stand with the movement of startups across the globe. From this point of view, I would like to invite my co-host people from startup to introduce themselves too, as we take on the event. You are most welcome, my colleagues from the startups. And I would wish maybe to say if Miss Lena is available. Miss Lena, are you there?
Okay, Ronald, now it's time to present our dear judges.
Okay.
Is it okay?
Yeah,
So let's start from Gabo Vanka.
Hello.
Hello.
Hello, greetings from Belgrade. For the ones who doesn't know me or haven't had the opportunity to meet me in previous events, I'm Guy Vanka, I'm from Belgrade. Mostly I'm working with the companies and startups in the region of Southeast, Eastern, and Central Europe. However, I was working also with some companies in terms of consultancy who have commenced their operations in Serbia, but working for a global markets focused on Canada, United States, Brazil, India, and so forth. I'm currently employed as a Chief Financial Officer of Fashion Union LLC from Belgrade, which is export-oriented company. We have a production of light knitwear and generally are the producers considered as a manufacturer of clothings, which is export-oriented company. And my additional engagement is within the London-based fintech enterprise called AimCube, which works in an artificial intelligence application to investment banking industry. So I have also, a startup. I'm a keen startup entrepreneur and working with a lot of companies in the region who are entrepreneurially focused and wish to develop their small ideas to successful unicorns. So additionally, I'm a current Chief Executive Officer for Serbian Management Association, which is generally a non-for-profit organization who works in the region to attract foreign direct investments and every idea that can be beneficial for the economic development for the region. So that will be pretty much of what I do. And I'm looking forward to hear about your startups and opportunity for Ugandan market. So what I read previously from the summaries which were enclosed on the website, I see that there are really interesting ideas, and hopefully I would like to hear more. So thank you very much for giving me this opportunity.
Thank you and welcome.
You're welcome.
So, Novagava, please open your camera, introduce yourself and your company.
Yeah, thank you very much. I'm glad to join this exciting time with my fellow Julie on board, and of course also a number of young startups that are on to board. I'm Deus and Wagava, working with Nucafe. Nucafe is the National Union of Coffee Agribusinesses and Farm Enterprises, one of the largest umbrella national farm organizations in Uganda, bring close to 1.5 million smallholder farmers. I am currently the Deputy Executive Director in charge of operations, but spanning an over 10-year work experience from simple beginnings, supporting small, medium, and enterprises, medium, and enterprises into the coffee value chain in terms of enabling them to do business modeling, entrepreneurial ideas development, innovations, and of course also facilitating marketing for the smallholder farmers to do with export of specialty coffees globally. And then within the span of the last 10 years, I've interacted with a number of micro, small, and medium enterprises, startups, and young, innovative people in a different scale of life, especially in line with facilitating inclusive access to finance, marketing, business operations, as well as facilitating business plan development. So I'm excited today to interact with a number of young startups that are on board to see how they inspire the world to prosperity through building resilient entrepreneurial ideas. Thank you very much.
Thank you and welcome. So, Sarah Basamara. Yes, please.
Yes, hello, thank you.
Welcome.
Yes, my name is Basimira Sarah. I am happy to be here and looking forward to listening to the pitches. I am the founder of Rising Up the Foundation, and currently I am the team leader. We are a social enterprise that works to accelerate access to clean energy in Uganda, and we've existed for 6 years. For a long time, we've been working around enabling access, but now we are working around access and efficiency, because as a country, we don't really have much time to handle both, to handle each independently. We're currently operational in 7 districts, the 6 being in West Nile, in the northern parts of the country, and then Kampala being a major one. We're looking at clean energy, and then we're looking at cleaner energy access as well. So we're running one of the first pilots for LPG access right now among the other projects that we're doing, and also promoting ecopreneurs to see how more people who are especially at the bottom of the pyramid can come on board and accelerate the speed to which energy can be accessed. On the other hand, we work with different companies to help them in energy efficiency and advise them on what can be done so that they can spend less or be able to work with cleaner energies. I'm happy and looking forward to sharing all my experience that I've had so far, one building Rising Gabdo, but also working in the most disadvantaged communities. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much, and great to have you with us this evening. So, Jamadah Kajoba. Yes, please. Hello, Mr. Jamadah. Open your camera, please, and introduce yourself.
Okay, thank you very much.
Hi.
Thank you very much. Right, I'm Kajoba Jamada, the Executive Director of Municipal Alliance for Better and Smart Cities, a Ugandan local NGO that's looking at seeing that it develops cities, municipalities, and urban communities. The problem of unemployment, where we focus on seeing that we get as many young entrepreneurs as possible and also health interventions. I'm also the director of Cash Concepts. Cash Concepts is a local company in Uganda that is dealing in agency banking and export trade more so. Here to share with the young entrepreneurs and starters. That's all. Kajiba Jamada is my name.
Thank you very much and welcome. Mr. McKevin, please introduce yourself and your company. Hello, do you hear us, Mr. McKevin? Hello.
Yes, hey, hello everyone. Hi. Hello everyone, and yeah, it's been a long time. I'm so excited to see all the faces and hearing about the startup from Uganda. I've seen some quite a lot of them coming out on the podium so far. But my name is McKevin. I've been part and parcel of the startup network for the Unicorn Battle for over 2 years. I've been a judge. My company is set up a startup. We help entrepreneurs to start, grow, and scale a business. We are like a startup school for entrepreneurs. We've just launched our digital platform for investment readiness. That is a 12 model that helps entrepreneurs from start to finish understand the investment process is what investors are asking for, what investors need, and how to put together the pitch deck that speaks to investment. As you all know, investment is a key part of the for startups. There's no need to keep building, developing apps if we can't raise funds to take these apps to the market and create employment for our people. But it has also been a very difficult thing for startups as well to raise funds. And the reason is not because there's not enough money in our continent. There's so much funds within the startup ecosystem. But the problem is that our entrepreneurs or our startups are not investment ready. So we've developed and launched this platform that helps them to be investor ready. I am based in Johannesburg, South Africa. And it's all a pleasure to connect with you and to see what has come out of Uganda today. Thank you.
Thank you very much and welcome. Great to have you with us today. So, dear judges, I have one question for you. Did you receive a link for voting from us?
Yes.
Everything works? Any questions?
Everything works fine. No complaints so far.
Super good.
Please just give me a second. Let me just double check. Quickly from my side.
Sure, we are waiting. So please, dear judges, please check right now your voting links. It's very, very important.
Let me just open it.
Yeah, sure.
For me, it works all. Now I'm going to wait for the other judges. Thank you.
Thank you.
All right, cool. Yes, I've seen. Yeah, that's good. It's open as well.
Okay.
Super good. So, any other questions about voting, dear judges? Hello.
Yeah, I think sounds clear. Sound seems to be fine, and we await the presentations.
Okay.
Maybe, yeah.
Super good. So, as for me, it's time to start. Cabo Ronald, the stage is yours. Please, let's start.
Thank you very much, our dear guests and the co-organizers. It's now time that we start on our startups. As I say, that the startups shall be with 3 minutes or more minutes to presentation. And then after, we shall have more further 3 minutes or so for interaction with questions to hear from the judges, what the judges say about the startups and the presentation we made. It is from this point of view that I will start inviting. We have numbered our startups from 1 to the last one, but we are starting with Compstrat Small Business School. You are welcome, and the floor is yours to present, and we shall start from just right away, as minutes is 20.
Thank you very much. My name is Barry Atwana, and I'm the founder and CEO of Compstrat Small Business School. Compstrat Small Business School is a virtual school for startups, founded with a mission to raise the next generation.
I'm sorry, do you hear me? Please share screen of your pitch deck.
Okay. Can you hear me now?
Not
Sure.
yet.
Yes.
We need to see your presentation. Please share the screen. Thank you.
I am sorry, I don't have my presentation on the system. Is that it wasn't downloaded to my Android. My laptop where it is, is having issues.
If you don't have it,
I've been working on it all day.
use your 3 minutes wisely
Okay.
and present us the most important aspects of your project. I mean, your business.
Okay. Okay.
Try to be short as possible. Just the most important things.
Okay.
Thank you.
So Compstrat Small Business School has designed a learning solution that simplifies business skills learning, in order to close the gaps observed in, college business learning modules. That has to do gaps that has constrained the young graduates from African colleges from developing innovative customer solution, unique value proposition, and competitive business models, which has been the main constraint, limiting the capacity of the African entrepreneurs to scale and grow. So our solution is called SOLVE. SOLVE is a reverse name acronym for EVLOS, EVLOS. So we turn it around and name this SOLVE. SOLVE was developed on the critical, factors that help drive, startup success. Starting from innovation, that's customer problem solution innovation, the value proposition, which includes unique, which includes business modeling, then operation, which has to do with skills like marketing, selling, and business development. Then leadership. Every startup needs, a skilled and knowledgeable leader. So leadership plays a key role, just like strategy.
The 3 minutes are over. I can assure Mr. Compstrat Small Business, the 3 minutes are over. So you will allow the judges to interact with you in the next 3 minutes.
I would like to go first.
Okay.
Thank you so very much for presenting. But please, when you in your presentation, we did not hear what are your key competitors, or why should you stand out? What makes you different? That's one. And two, a quick one. What is your market? What is your market strategy? Or should I ask, what is your business model? One, what is your competitive? Who are your competitors, and what makes you stand out? Two, what is your business model?
Okay. what makes us, what makes me stand out is that our solution simplifies, business learning. Okay, it makes it much memorable. So under the solve headings, the critical business skills and learnings are explained in very simple and this manner. It makes it easier for young people in all sectors of all industry sectors starting up to organize their thoughts, okay, and visualize opportunities while, it raises their creativity, So the tool, in a nutshell, raises, the clarity.
Please, just quickly, just go straight to the point. Sir, this goes to all the entrepreneurs as well. Can I just straight to the point, because we do not have time, straight to the point. I asked you a question, you give me what your advantage is, but you didn't give me if you have any competitors or not. So can you answer the next question? What is your business model?
My business model is we are an online teaching, coaching startup, and our company does all the African colleges and universities, where we have observed gaps in their knowledge, learning curriculum.
How do people pay for it? How do people pay? That's what I mean by your business. How do people pay for your product?
We pay online through Flutterwave. It's a subscription, based business. Flutterwave, we have an account with Flutterwave. Okay,
all right, cool.
So
that's it for me.
Good. I think I'd like also to go second.
All right.
Thank you very much. I think Constant looks very interesting. And of course, I think the value proposition bridging the college knowledge and the industry is very exciting. But I think it is important. Could you let us know what could be elements of success that could really bring out this to be strong in terms of how does your graduate look like, and how does that graduate stand out compared to the college graduate? Would like to know that.
Okay, from my interaction with this with my candidates, especially fresh graduates from universities and colleges of technology, they find business concept a little bit how do I call it? Not so clear, they're not quite understandable. So we break it down, we simplify the whole process. And the whole essence of building the startup development process under solve, okay, is that under each of the letters, okay, the various aspects of starting up, starting from customer problem research and solution, is broken down step by step, and the tasks, for developing on each of these stages are quite explained. So our solution is pretty easy, simple, and smart. Okay, we make business learning very simple and easier. Did I meet your expectation? Did I satisfy your question?
Hi, Barry. I would just ask you two small questions encompassed in one. Can you elaborate more on your sales forecast, the one that you said it is going to achieve between 5 to 10 billion US dollars? And how are you planning to achieve this goal? And my additional question would be, I didn't quite understand from your summary, have you developed your MVP yet, or is it in the process? I mean, is it fully functional, or you're working towards it? Thank you.
It's a work in progress. As a matter of fact, if you look at my presentation, that's my pitch presentation. I did indicate that from January, we'll go full scale online, because what we're doing right now is taking an individual, subscription and giving them a presentation, in document form. So, but we'll go full scale, online, streaming on all the, social media apps where we have an account. So we are looking at a whole lot of, in fact, this is going to be a game changer, because the students I'm working with find the tool very, very easy, okay? And they're very, very happy about it. I wish my laptop, is functioning properly. Now, I've been working on it for the past 1 hour, but it's not coming out. That's why I'm using my Android phone. So it's gonna scale very easily, yeah. and in fact, it's gonna be a game changer. I'm very confident about that, because I'm presently developing the content, and in coaching, coaching business or coaching enterprises, content is key. Okay, so by hopefully before January, I would have concluded the book, writing the book on Solve, and getting it published within the first quarter of January. I've had to discuss with the regulatory university or higher institution regulatory, authorities in Nigeria, the executive management, and they assured me that from what they have seen, that they are going to, recommend it for the Nigerian, higher institutions, and they are personally going to launch it, on behalf of my company.
Okay, thank you for your answer. Thank you very much.
Okay, I think we can move to the second startup. Thank you very much.
Sure.
Thank you.
Note that only 3 minutes for pitch and 3 minutes for Q&A.
The second startup that is coming on board is List.com. List.com, you are welcome on board. Thank you.
Thank you for having me. So I'm going to go ahead and start this presentation. I hope all is well with everyone. All righty. So my name is Michael Smith. I am here representing List.com. All right, a world worth exploring is a life worth living. So about us, though we focus on housing accommodations locally and abroad, it is through the use of engineering, technology, and data that we are able to deliver.
I'm sorry, could you share screen your pitch deck?
Oh, I'm sorry. I thought I was. 1 second. Share screen. Okay. Share. Give me 1 second, please. Okay. Right. So in order to share my screen, I have to leave the meeting and return really quick, just because I reset my permissions on my computer. Is that okay?
No, it's not okay. We need your pitch deck.
Right. My pitch deck is here. So it's here. But
okay,
in order
share
to share
screen.
Yes,
Judges.
In order to share my screen, because I just changed my permissions and gave Zoom.
All right, cool. Yeah, just do it quickly. It's fine. Can you just
do it
quickly?
All right, thank you.
Hello, sorry, nilikuwa meeting.
Nimefikiria ndio nikasema acha tu nitume message. Nilikuwa nataka kukuuliza wote. Please guys, you should mute yourself. All of you should mute your screen. Mute yourself.
In case someone should mute.
Can you guys mute yourself? All of you mute. If you are not talking, you should mute. Admin, can you mute that person?
Okay. Everybody's good? Awesome. So a bit of our story. We are efficient, make safety a priority, and have a great sense of where technology is headed. Our team is adamant about leveraging the new scientific studies and breakthroughs in the Internet of Things. When operating, we have a global view, not only...
List.com, you know that you have only 3 minutes, right? This
Yes.
is not, do not waste your time reading this. Go straight to the most important point.
Okay. So the most important part is we are a ride sharing and housing accommodation service. So that is what we offer. We offer ride sharing, accommodations, home sharing, community, and additional abilities to earn. All right. Most of our data is based on miles traveled here in the United States, as well as ride sharing in the US and Beijing, China. Because of this data, we felt that it would be advantageous to offer utilities in the space where Airbnb and Uber fall short. This is extra employment and compensation offers. Because the ride sharing and home sharing market can be saturated at times, we decided to implement a new business plan, pardon me. So this business structure is geared still around around the actual business model of paying per night, and then we get a share, and then the people listing their home or their cars get a split or a share as well. But because of our leverage with new scientific studies and technologies, we are leveraging cryptocurrency to fund our actual application. As well as funding, this will be a way for people who use our app to earn additional income. All right. So when approaching the app design and how we want to bring all of this together, we thought of one thing. We thought of an ecosystem. So when thinking of an ecosystem, the first word that came to mind for me was a hive. So I like to call our design process Hive, because we are delivering an ecosystem of community, travel, living, and employment opportunities. So we are actually one of the first virtual ecosystems. So we are very different from Airbnb and Uber, as we don't offer one utility, but we offer an ecosystem of lifestyle and sharing a lifestyle. So you're able to share your home, you're able to share your ride using our platform, using our application.
Your 3 minutes are over, please.
Awesome.
Yeah. And in the second phase, we are going to the 3 minutes of questions and answers from the judges and the guests.
Okay.
You can close your presentation.
No, you can leave his, he should leave his presentation.
Okay, no problem.
Until when his term is finished. Just a quick one, you were giving us, by the way, a great presentation. And just to add quickly to all the startups that are coming, you guys have 3 minutes. Talk a little bit about yourself. Talk about your problem, the solution that you are bringing, your business model, and perhaps your team. This can take you 3 minutes, so that it gives us time to evaluate the rest. You were talking about your competitive market. This is a great initiative. We want to see people that can come in between. But just give us the difference between you and Uber.
What makes us actually different from us and Uber is how we approach sustainability. Because becoming carbon neutral has become one of the major platforms for companies to piggyback on. I wholeheartedly stand by a lot of these implementations. Our approach does follow a lot of the SDGs that the United Nations set forth. So that's a lot of the sustainable development goals. So how we actually list our vehicles is based on carbon emissions, miles per gallons, and et cetera. We base our pricing platform off of that so that we can recommend cheaper rides that are more eco-friendly for the environment, which Uber does not do. Also, Uber does not facilitate itself within an actual ecosystem. So you have the ability to use our ride sharing service, a shuttle feature, or be taken directly to a List or Hive home location, which is safe and secure.
Is this startup already in existence? Have you started using it? Do you have a traction?
So right now we don't have any traction. However, we are in the end of the conception phase, and we're more in the funding phase towards development, because I do feel that the idea is concrete and the market actually needs something like this.
All right, for now, that's for me.
Hi, Michael. Really impressive presentation. But my question would be, have you raised money yet? Or are you in some negotiation with some investors in terms of that?
So the funding process has been a little bit more intricate than most. So we have raised a little bit of money, but that has been more towards a little bit of AI development, a little bit of UI and UX development, and then something for our marketing team. What we want in funding, or when we're looking towards premier investors, is the ability to get enough money to acquire some other businesses. So we are looking towards other acquisitions to further our actual shuttle service, making it actually more pragmatic and useful. So a lot of the things that we're doing are in the scale or scope of practicality. And that's exactly why we're important and we're needed.
Thank you for answering my question. Thank you, Michael.
I
Good
think
luck.
Hello, the
yes,
three
I'd like
last
to.
question.
Yes.
Yes, I had some question, and well, I think it's a very interesting presentation, which is a business anticipated to be driven by technology. But two questions. One, who do you think are your key primary customers, and what is the size of this compared to what you have seen in the market? And of course, what do you anticipate as your main cost driver in this?
So right now, our key market or our target audience would be those looking for a safer way to travel and those who are looking for a more flexible way to ride share or home share.
Okay.
Because
this marks the end of the 3 minutes question and answer.
I'm sorry, I couldn't answer. I'm sorry, I couldn't answer your question.
Yes. So you can quit the presentation here on the screen, and
you can just share more details if you want to connect with us on LinkedIn, and then you can then share. We can discuss more about your this thing. I'd like to know more about it.
All right, it sounds great. I'm going to go ahead and stop sharing the presentation now.
Yeah, okay.
Awesome.
Good. It's a very good advice to all the positive presenters also. It is good to share those presentations with different people on social media like LinkedIn, Twitter, all the people of interest that can be of greater help. I would like the past presenter to quit the presentation from the screen. Can you stop presenting? Can you stop presenting? Can you quit?
Just a sec. I would just add a small information. There is some bass around the sound. I don't know what is going on, but I hear a lot of bass that comes from your microphone.
From whose microphone? Maybe someone.
Someone has opened it.
Ronald, can you mute? Can you check? Can you mute everyone?
Yeah, I would wish this person who is from presenting to first of all quit his presentation.
Yeah. So where is the third person?
Hello. We want to give the chance to the third person to start presenting, but this person has to stop his presentation.
Which person has to stop, Ronald? Because I am not seeing any other presentation. Mr. Bonka, are you seeing any presentation?
No, it's now okay. Now
it's okay.
Yeah, it's okay now. The third person in place is the bamboo bicycle making.
Thank you very much.
Bicycle making. Yes.
My name is Matthias Ilwago. I'm the founder of Parkour Bikes. I have a challenge with my presentation. I have a presentation on the computer and I'm using my phone, and my computer cannot connect on the internet. So I find a way of sharing. Our enterprise is using the bamboo to make different products. Initially, our focus was making bamboo bicycles, which we did a research and we've been working on it since 2016. up to date when we've been able to produce several types of bicycles from bamboo. So we're also working on the same to develop a user-friendly bike, because in the Kampala it's so hilly that few people can use their energy to ride. In the process, we've been able to see that bamboo can do so many other things, including cups, including necklaces, earrings, and so many other things that we believe when we focus on them and we train more young people, they can be able to get an income. We've done a couple of trainings, especially in making the crafts alongside the bamboo bikes, and we've seen that there are so many young people who can easily use the bamboo to do those products. On the same time, on the other hand, we do the conservation part of it. I have a non-profit, which is Trees Uganda. We promote the bamboo growing. We do that so that in the future, we won't have a problem of having the raw materials to make our bikes and other products from bamboo. And these, at the same time, contribute to the conservation of the environment. And those who have planted, because when you want these poles to make this product, we buy them from this farmer. So the farmers get income. At the same time, the bamboo which remains contribute to the conservation of the environment. In addition to the bikes, we do sporting. The bikes we make, we have a team which train and which use the bamboo bikes in competition. So by this, we give the cycling skill, and the guys who are in cycling can have some sports and some activity which can earn them some income. So we want to make sure we develop this to a bigger scale so that it can accommodate more youth than the one they are accommodating. And also done some work during this COVID time. We've gotten girls, we put them at our workshop, we taught them to make these small things. And a number of them have gotten skills, and we want to see how can we expand this idea so that many people can know how to use bamboo to get these products.
Then yes, you're still in your 3 minutes.
Hi, I would like to ask you a question. First of all, thank you for your presentation. It was a short and effective one. My question would be, what is your target market and what makes you attractive compared to competition, as well as what differentiation, what differentiates you among competitors as well? And additionally, if you can explain more about your finance, if you can give it more like forecasts and so forth.
Of course, we have two aspects. We have the aspect of the bike, and we also have the aspect of the crafts.
Okay.
Aspect of the craft, of the bike, the market is a bit challenging because of the cost. And so we want to see, can we get another market where we can sell the bikes and we invest in these other crafts. Now, the other crafts, like the caps, the necklaces, the market is available locally. Then when you look at the competitors, of course, bamboo is becoming a very, very big thing in business. And the people are making, big companies are now investing in bamboo to make so many things. Now, if we need to get organized so that we can be able to compete with those who are taking bamboo for their own businesses, and also the guys who, like, for the part of the bikes, those who bring the steel, the metallic bikes, those are our competitors. For the other craft, like the cups, of course, have the plastic. We're using plastic, they are our competitors. But of course, when we look at the advantages of using bamboo, the local material, given the challenges of plastic, people prefer using the bamboo. The finances. I started this with my colleague from our own in savings, because some of these things doesn't need a lot of money unless you want to expand. Like if you want to make a cup, you need a saw, you need a file, like a few tools can easily make those things. if you are going to make bicycle, especially if you want to make the improved one, they need the good machines, which
Yeah, thank you.
Okay.
Thank you very much. We have a short disruption within the last question. Nevertheless, I understand the complete picture. Thank you. You have answered to my question. Thank you very much.
Yes, but could you be explicit on what actually could attract your clients or your customers to a bamboo bicycle compared to a metallic bicycle? What could be that? And how do you see that growing between your production line and your demand line?
Of course, when you look at, especially people who are in conservation, people who look at making this planet better, if you look at the process of producing, say, a carbon bike and what it entails, a lot of emission. So those who love the environment will prefer riding handmade bikes because they know it doesn't involve all those processes. And and also, if you look at the availability of raw materials, you can easily access them locally. So it is, the people would prefer, and the beauty.
Okay. The 3 minutes question and answer, they are over for this particular startup. And thanks so much for the presentation. And so we shall be going to the next startup, the fourth one, which is a Maisha. Maisha, are you okay? Are you there? Is number 4.
Hello.
Maisha, it is your time. I have started.
I've started. Just a minute, sorry. I'm getting a challenge with my technology.
Just put your presentation in full screen mode so that we can see only the presentation, not additional things on your screen. Thank you.
Okay. Sorry for that, just a minute. Give me a minute.
No worries.
Somebody else is sharing. I cannot share.
Can Bamboo sign out?
I don't know if you can see my screen.
Yes.
Yes, we see you.
Maisha by Talia is your screen, right?
Yes. So I think I can begin now. Hello, everyone. My name is Dennis Mwangi. I'm the managing partner for Talia Psychotherapy. I'm here today because of one reason. Imagine being sick in your eye and everybody is looking at your toe. That is the situation that over 400 million Africans are facing today. The challenge being mental health in Africa is not being focused on, and everybody is focusing on the physical health. In particular, when we bring the issue is postpartum depression. Postpartum depression basically affects women when they are giving birth, and according to the UN and WHO, it will affect all women. There are two factors that affect postpartum depression. There is the mild one and there is the severe one. Unfortunately or fortunately, majority of women do get the mild version of postpartum depression. Unfortunately, in Africa, because of the number of births, it means all women will get to have some form of postpartum depression. The worst bit is postpartum depression or mental health in general is not being catered for in Africa. Nobody is looking into it. There are no treatment facilities, and those that are there are very limited and are focusing on the advanced cases of it. So right now, because of COVID, the 400 million that I've given you earlier was pre-COVID. With COVID and with all the situation surrounding the pandemic, the situation of mental health has become worse, not only in Africa, but globally. But in Africa, the situation has gone from worse to the frying pan, if I might say. Right now, the rates of suicides are increasing. Right now, with this situation, it shows you the number of suicides that are happening in the country, in the different countries. So what we are doing as Thalia, we are trying to address the three issues surrounding mental health in Africa. Number one being stigma, number two being access and cost. And finally, we have very few mental health professionals. Just to give you an example, Kenya only has 100 mental health professionals in terms of psychiatrists in a population that requires over 5,000 of them. So what is Maisha? We are using SMS to basically screen and treat mental health facilities. We are using the existing health infrastructure to basically provide the service. So anytime you go to the doctor or to hospital, as part of the trial checks, mental health is included using our technology. We are using SMS. We are using an app, anything that reaches that helps the doctors make the decision. How we're making money, we are using a subscription model for the Maisha product. We have a shop in the program itself where we take a commission and we do revenue share with the hospitals. So far, we have over 65 customers, 65,000 customers. We are in both Kenya and Uganda, and we have a call center, and 90% of our customers are approve of us. Where we are going next is basically we want to do mental health on behalf of African governments through the private-public partnership, because most—
Just 3 minutes have elapsed.
Okay.
And so we shall go to the 3 minutes questions and answers from our guests and the judges.
Hello.
Okay. Hello.
Hello. Thank you for your presentation. I'm sorry that I didn't hear and other judges as well all what you had planned to present. However, my question would be, can you be more detailed about your financial forecasts, especially putting focus on your sales and in addition a bit about your cost structure? And my additional question would be about your billing process. Can you more explain me about the technicality, the technical part of it? So that would be pretty much of that. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Gajo. Very important
Welcome.
question. Part of the problem that you're facing with mental health is on the payments. In Africa, there's a lot of challenges in terms of payment. Right now, for example, in Kenya, every country, number one, is different. So in Kenya, the challenge is on insurance. There's a low insurance penetration rate everywhere. So what we're trying to do right now, we are using mobile money. So they're doing out of pocket, which is not sustainable. So that's why we are focusing on the government so that we can induce on the UHC, Universal Healthcare System, that is being developed. It's part of the UN goals. So we are using that to basically pinpoint and get the right funding model of it. What I didn't mention, by the way, is for the mental health professionals, they do not get a living wage because most people don't go for this service. So that's what you're trying also to streamline. So number one, we're using insurance. Number two, out of pocket. And number three, we are using, like, for example, Duka or additional support system to encourage people to pay for mental health services. Well, when it comes to the sales, basically, we are targeting the national insurance schemes. Like, for instance, in Kenya and Uganda, basically the maternal health structure is well defined. So we are piggybacking on that. In Kenya, we have 2 million women giving birth per year, same to Uganda, and that's who we are targeting.
Thank you. And can I ask you just, this is a more informal but important question for all the investors and judges as well. If you receive, if you raise the money from this event or any other, how you're planning to spend your money on? I mean, the structure of your, how you will use your investment within your project.
3 minutes, the 3 minutes for the judges and other guests to interact, they are over.
Sorry, thank you very much.
Thank you. You can connect for this.
Of course. Thank you. Good luck.
Mm-hmm. You can quit the presentation. Good. As always, we tell the participants that so that we keep our innovative ideas move smoothly and run unlimitedly. The next startup is Telecom Innovations Limited.
Thank you so much, guys, for having me today. Our visitors and everyone present today.
Your presentation?
Yes, I'm sharing it.
Yes.
And I hope we are all able to see on our screen. The company is called Telecom Innovations, and the presenter is Mugisha Alan. I am the managing director, managing partner of Telecom Innovations. For starters, what is Telecom Innovations? Telecom Innovation is a Wi-Fi internet service provider, YSP, registered and operating in Uganda. An overview, to give you an overview, with a growing desire of people, business, and machines to interconnect all over the world, there is a simultaneous demand for internet access in almost every part of the world. Businesses, areas, residential areas, hangout places, education centers, recreation centers, all continue to grow their demands for stable and reliable and affordable access to the internet. Unfortunately, internet access remains scanty and mobile providers can hardly keep up with the growing demands for fast internet access. Wi-Fi technologies have since evolved and to date still stand out as the best alternative to mitigate the unreliable internet access by mobile providers, most especially in malls, apartments, and many more areas where GMS signals tend to drop. And social media, which is today's with the increase in mobile phones usage, uptake of internet remains slow because it is expensive and slow. Wi-Fi access and internet speeds have increasingly become a challenge in Uganda mostly. It is on this basis that Telecom Innovations came up with two initiatives to help curb this problem. This will begin Uganda later expand to become the leading YSP and broadband service providers in Uganda to extend reliable and yet affordable secure internet and offload services to all potential consumers in Africa. Telecom Innovation has two major initiatives it intends to embark on: True Speeds for Wi-Fi and Connect Now. True Speeds under this Telecom Innovation will use the advanced technology and equipment to provide enterprise internet to companies, organizations, and private businesses. The modern technology we intend to acquire will enable our clients to realize great speeds. We shall buy bandwidth from BCS, considering that it has a wide dark fiber coverage in Uganda. Connect Now, public Wi-Fi in markets, arcades, public universities. Off-road, we shall beef up the speeds of data bought from telecom companies. This is aimed at giving our clients great satisfaction on
the presentation. The 3 minutes presentation are done. So we are going to the 3 minutes interaction of question and answers from our judges and the connected people.
Let me just go quickly. What a great presentation, what a great solution you bring it to the Ugandan community. I have the first thing first I have is the name. Your name Telecom, you really need to rethink about the name again. Are you already in operations? If you are, you need to rethink again, because Telecom is one of the biggest telecommunication over in South Africa. and they've been going down into other African countries. So if you are using that, they might think that you are a partner, and you can get sued for that. So you need to again rethink your name. Okay, then one that's just it from an advice perspective. But two, who are your competitors, and how do people pay for this? What is your business model? What is your when we ask business model, we mean like what are your pricing, and how can a common person in the rural area of Uganda be able to access, have opportunity to access this your solution, your innovation. First, who are your competitors? Second, how do rural people in Uganda have access to your solution?
All right, thank you so much. My biggest competitor now is, I think, Rock Telecom, the company I've worked for before. I have developed a similar product, and it is working perfectly. And in this product that we have done now, it has a unique feature that none of us in Uganda has. All of these existing telcos have. None of them has talk of internet offload, talk of Internet of Things, talk of internet calls over Wi-Fi. None. And the payment models, our clients will be paying using mobile money here in Uganda as well.
Yes, perhaps where I would like to inquire, I see some telecom companies exiting. How are you positioned to face the the business environment in Uganda, given the current COVID situation, when some companies, telecom companies, are exiting? What is that I'd like to do different?
All right, thank you so much. What makes you stand out in the telecom company, in telecom market? It is your business model and your marketing skills. Because I can give you example of companies that have come and closed, and other companies have come up with different models. And talk of the company I've worked for before, Rock Telecom, it is really performing well, and it is because it changed its business model. So as we talk right now, the business model that we have is far much different from what these other existing telecom companies are using. That is what makes us stand out in this whole business.
And the hand of Judge Sarah has a question, please. Can you say it as we close this minute?
Yes, thank you. So I'd like to ask that, what are you planning to do in regards to telephone acquisition? Because despite the many years that we've had it introduced in Uganda, we have very many people without handsets, and maybe companies struggling for the same clients, just a replacement of the line. What is it that you intend to tag along your product to see that you can now tap into new clients?
All right, thank you so much. Making internet accessible for everyone, that is one of the way of marketing our products. We believe that making a public Wi-Fi accessible to everyone, that will give them good experience, hence bringing them on board. Secondly, what makes you stand out in telecom business is the quality of the service that you're giving out. What matters is the quality, not the amount of internet you're giving, but the quality of internet you're giving. That is what makes us stand out in also business.
Okay, thank you so much. The 3 minutes question and answers are over for the Telecom Innovation
I
Limited.
also wanted.
Maybe we can keep
some time,
sharing.
please, for a question.
Okay.
Yes, please.
Okay, Mr. Kajoba. Mr. Kajoba? Yamada? Okay, as maybe some technologies are having some issues, we shall be right away going to the next startup. That will be number 6. And number 6, it is TJA 18 Solar Mosquito Kit. And I would wish to to call you on board. It is your time right now. TJ.
Yes, I'm trying to share my screen. Yes, Trina Julius is my name as a CEO TJ Innovation for Humanity. I'm here to present you our idea, but before moving forward, I think let me try to leave these scenarios. Have you ever been in a place and you find like you are slapping yourself like this while you're chasing the mosquitoes from yourself? Have you ever been in a place you hit on the wall while you're chasing the mosquito and you find like you have messed up and you hit the slap on the wall? All those, we are fighting malaria. Have you ever been in a place you lose your relative, you lose your sister, you lose your father because of malaria? I lost my exams because I was sick of malaria some good years ago. TJ Innovation, TJA is our solution. Team members, Twina Julius Innovator, Tumisa Asaf Researcher, at Simile Deborah, Marketing Manager.
Can you please expand? Can you expand your presentation? It's too small. We can't see it. We see it, but we can't read it. No. Not from there. Go to the top of yours. Not from there, TJ.
I'm using.
We don't see your presentation. We see it. It's so small. You need
it's so small.
You need to widen it. You know, put it in a full screen mode. You probably have it in your PDF.
Yes, it's better now.
Yes.
Better now.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Go ahead. Move on and focus on most important things.
Yes, TJA 018 Solar Mosquito Kit is our solution, and we are trying to team members. We have Twina Julius Innovator, Tumhisa Asaf Researcher, at Simile Deborah Marketing Manager, Emmanuel Advisor. Why are we coming with this innovation? In 2015, more than 163 lives were claimed by this disease, malaria. According to science.com, 2017, over 3,000 malaria cases have been reported in areas of Kitgum, northern Uganda. For the past decades, malaria has been a most killer disease, taking 27% among the babies and pregnant mothers because of their low immunity. Even Uganda have been marked among the countries that are affected by malaria, whereby 450 people are diagnosed by malaria. And all those measures that have been in place have failed to reduce on malaria disease. Problems solved: malaria, environmentally unfriendly insecticides, respiratory problem, cost effective. Our solution, we as TJ Innovation for Humanity, we are here to present you TJ Innovation. We are here to present you our idea, that is Solar Mosquito Kit. It serves as a mosquito repellent kit, at the same time attached lights on it. It uses natural powder made from plants. At the same time, it repels the mosquitoes. How does it work? The device is solar powered, meaning that it works on solar. 3 hours on sunshine, it runs you 1 week. And at the same time, the powder is inside of the kit, where it heats up by the motors inside that are inside, and it runs the machine, producing the smell that repels the mosquitoes from the place. Feasibility: malaria on its own is a big challenge to the most parts of population in our rural areas due to the existence of the stagnant water, wetland, thick forest, among the others that habitats the mosquito. That makes our solution easy implementation since the market is already on. Business model: we are looking for some funds to make more products for Ugandans and Africa at large. One solar mosquito kit will be at $6.9 US, and we intend to sell our mosquito kit at $9 US, making 2.7 profit, which will be saved to run the business. Revenue: personal savings from the purchase, raw materials, grant winning from different competition will also help us to run the business. Loans with small interest will also help to run the business. How far now? Our mosquito kit, so far it is a prototype stage, and we have tried to manage to make more than 20 kits, which we have gave out to the people in areas of northern Uganda, and the feedback is somehow fine. Sustainability. The purchase of the mosquito repellent kit shall enable customers to continue support the project. Profits made from each product will be saved to run the business. Partnership. We hope to partner our various organizations like Uganda Ministry.
3 minutes are over, and we hope to have the 3 minutes from our judges and the guests so that they can share with you more. So the floor is for the judges from this minute.
Thank you very much. I'd like to go first.
I
Julius.
just want to ask. Go ahead.
Yes, someone wants to ask.
Yes, I think I like to ask Julius, what is your level of investment that you're looking at given the forecast in terms of your break-even number of units? What is that investment level you're looking at?
The investment level, we are trying to look for some, let's say, $100 to make sure that we produce more products so that we extend the products to the Ugandans and East Africa at large, because we are targeting the market whereby the market of Ugandans have a problem of malaria. We are trying to look for the funds so that we produce more and we put more outlets and products in the market. So far, we are still at prototype stage.
Just a quick one. In a normal sense, you are not allowed to give the amount on this platform.
Yes,
I think that's so. What you can do is you can just tell us more about what you do with the money, which you have done. If you are at the prototype stage, what are the traction? Have you sold any of this? Have you sold any of this product? Who are your key differentiators? What are your key competitors? Do you have competitors, and how different are you from those competitors? Why should people choose your own product over those that have been busy trying to come up with a solution for malaria?
Yes, thank you for your question. Our competitors, already we have the companies which make mosquito nets, but already mosquito nets are fixed on beds. You can't move with mosquito net in a sitting room. So meaning that our product will be flexible where you can move with it everywhere that you want. We have the companies, we are competing with companies that make dooms and coils, meaning that those dooms and coils, sometimes they are not good for respiratory system. Sometimes you find like someone have entered in a house where they have sprayed those insecticides, someone is sneezing, at the end of the day, you find someone is out of the house trying to wait to see how these insecticides are out of the room. So we are seeing that our product is somehow unique and friendly to human body. Thank you very much. And our main target is rural.
Okay, another question.
Yes.
My question is, I just wanted to know, Kajoba, asking a question, whether your product is certified by UNBS, meaning that whether I want to know whether it is certified that it was proved to be used by nationals or human beings.
Yes. When we try to exhibit our idea,
what you are telling us. Thank you.
When we tried to exhibit our idea to the Ministry of Health, who was by then Salo Ependi, they recommended us to the Ministry of Health, where we wrote the documents to approval, but due to this lockdown, the previous lockdown and this lockdown that we are in, they kept on pushing us, telling us that we wait. But the people who used it, they gave us the feedback, which was fine on their body, because the plants, the powder that we used from the plants are just friendly. We always breathe its oxygen in most areas. So our powder is fine.
The 3 minutes question and answers is over. They are over. So we thank you so much for the presentation, and I please encourage you to share with the people you have presented these to, the people who are already on the platform here with us in this event.
Thank you very much.
Perfect. I wish also to thank the judges and the guests who are really interacting fully with the startups. From that, we go to our seventh startup, and this is none other than the seventh startup is none other than real-time digitalized soil nutrient management. So it is your time from right away now.
You are muted.
Can you unmute, first of all, before you start presenting? Can you unmute yourself? Can you unmute yourself? Yes.
Here in Uganda, you realize that coffee is the major crop sector that earns the country over between 17 to 20% of the GDP. But then we still have very low yield. But then we as a coalition realize that the major issue is soil fertility. And also to go deeper in soil fertility, we realize that it is very expensive, it's time consuming, unreliable, and expensive. So what we did, we came up with a system, and this system is called a real-time digitalized soil nutrient management system. So what we propose is that a farmer should be able to, either small or large-scale farmer should be able to access soil nutrient management regime of their particular soil, depending on the agroecological zone, either Robusta or Arabica within where they are, quickly at a cheaper cost and also reliably, so that they can be able to increase their yield. Now you realize that our system, basically, if you look at the system flow, that a farmer who would want to know their yield is able to sign up into the system or download our system, download the application. Now, when they download the application, can be able to access this if the data is actually existing into the system. Quickly, it will be able to make a payment, it will quickly initiate a payment in their mobile phone. Then they can be able to then they can access. Those who don't have will be able to request, they will be able to request, as you see here, be able to request someone or consultant to go to their site to be able to pick their soil for analysis. Then also we're looking at having to put in sensors in different sites, especially large-scale farms, whereby someone can remotely at real time be able to know how their soil is wherever they are, just by use of their phone. Okay, so you look at this, at apparently they have some data. We have with some of the farmers, you can just appreciate some of these, that in some areas the soils have less phosphorus, some areas have less nitrogen, and so on. So when you just log into the system, you can be able to access some of this information, but upon payment. Okay, so this is how our dashboard is. When you just log into this system, you can be able to know how many of those who are online, those ones who are the agro input shops that we have registered in, because we still complete this system by, of course, profiling agro input shops to supply these inputs. Okay, we're looking at our market being one, farmer-based organizations that are actually existing and have a very big strength in Uganda. The agro investors who are coming each day in, each day out to Uganda to invest in coffee production, government parastatals, researchers, and also financial institutions for planning purposes. So we look at our value and our positioning in a way that we are so quick, real time. Our data is actually user-friendly, cost effective, and also we are able to upgrade and also can be accessed both online and offline. So we're looking at apparently it's very expensive in Uganda. It goes for about 100, but our system will be able to, it will be cheaper by over 74% US dollars.
3 minutes presentation, they're over. And I would wish to call on board the judges and our guests to take over the floor in the reactions about the presentation, which is on right now.
Hi there. I would like to know more about your financials. I was intrigued because you stopped there with showing us your financials. So there's like a couple of thousand, but would like to know more about your methodology and trends, how you have developed your forecasts. Thank you.
Okay, thank you so much. Looking at our methodology, we realized that in this system, we can be able to access per data set that one requests, you're able to pay 14 US dollars. That is how we actually looked at it. But besides that, we're also looking at having other different models in which we can be able to earn this money from the farmers. Okay, like now we can see the agro input shops that subscribe. We also do advertising in our platform, subscriptions and downloads from our Google application. Thank you so much.
Thank you. And additionally, would like to know more, what is your differentiation strategy and what generally differentiates you among your competitors?
Okay, thank you so much. Apparently, there are actually some systems that work in it, but these are not localized systems. So they work remotely from Netherlands. So this is going to be local and able to address problems that are here. We actually did check the accuracy of the existing system. They are not really up to accurate. So that's why we came up with this that can be accurate, real time, and cheaper for a smallholder farmer. As you can see some of our products here. Thank you.
Thank you very much. No further questions from myself.
And how do you plan to match the feedback mechanism with the farmers' literacy levels using the technology?
Yeah, thank you so much. Basically, we also plant at different regions and different hubs extension officers who are able to give feedback to these farmers at a faster kind of way. So we have a two-way kind of communication to give feedback to these farmers, and then these farmers can be able to receive communication from us. Thank you so much. Thank you. So as you see, ours basically is a team of agronomists who came together. You can see that over 80% of the team are agronomists. So we came together and realized this is actually the major challenge that's affecting production in Uganda, but majorly looking at coffee, because coffee is the major export for Uganda, earning about between 17 to 20% of the gross domestic product. So you can see there that we are very strong, very dynamic, and we're able to have this. So even the country has a very serious, as you can look at in the Abuja Declaration of 2017, we are looking at increasing the fertilizer use by from 10 kilograms per hectare to 50 kilograms per hectare. So still we are able to come up and be able to increase this using this system because we have agro inputs all profiled into this system. Thank you so much. Then you can see that Uganda Coffee Development Authority has a target to increase on coffee yield to 20 million bags by 2030. Still, we come in to able to do this. Looking at the NDP3, that's agro-industrialization. Okay, so we're able to create so many jobs for the people, as well as increasing or reducing blind application for the fertilizers for those farmers. In that way, we're able to conserve our environment and also make sure that our ecosystem is really
the 3 minutes. The 3 minutes question and answer, they are over. And
thank you.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. I think you are able to share your your
Just a
details.
quick one, Ronald, who was presenting, is it a dynamic farm? Who was presenting now? Who just presented now?
It's Dynamic AgroLink.
Dynamic AgroLink, okay, good. Thank you.
You wanted to know, I hope you have got to know who was presenting, right? Can we go to the next one?
I'm ready. Can I go ahead?
Yes, it is your time.
Thank you very much. Did you know that Rihanna hasn't released an album in 5 years? The truth is, she's recognized the opportunity in the industry, and currently she is a billionaire in the US. Our platform is connecting the beauty service providers and customers, and we are talking of an industry that is worth 600 billion US dollars currently. Hi, I'm Tuli Shongwane. I am the founder and managing director for Premium, an online marketplace that connects the service providers with entrepreneurs. Here's the problem. Busy consumers spend a lot of time looking for an easy, convenient way to get their beauty routines at home, hotels, and visiting salons takes a lot of time. Independent salon owners like Sally spend too much time and money to find customers. And the beauty brands are looking for access to market. Our world-class platform uses advanced technology to list categories, services, products, and services, and our freelancers can run offers on the fly. The customers are able to browse, select, schedule, and pay, and be able to leave great reviews on the platform. We reduce the risk for professional consumers looking for reliable, verified beauty and wellness services and cosmetics. Our service and products are highly personalized for individuals and delivered conveniently at their preferred locations. With the youth unemployment rate sitting at above 46% currently, we also help Sally and others unlock the opportunities to manage their businesses efficiently. As opposed to other platforms, we partner with global brands to distribute their products. As a result of us being in the middle, we collect the data that brings value across all three segments. This market is worth more than 38 billion US dollars in Middle East and Africa. The big markets being South Africa at 4.5 billion, and it has tripled over the last 30 years, thanks to the growing middle class in Africa, with more consumers willing to pay for what they've seen as trends in other countries. Our model is a B2C currently, and we are hoping that the B2B2C will give us the subscriptions and access also to the corporates to use our platforms. We will succeed where others have failed, not killing small businesses, but creating sustainable jobs. Unlike our competitors who offer less convenience and take between 5 to 10% more on commission with less choice in location and then pricing. Our go-to-market strategy is to train, support, and refine the market for customer acquisitions, as well as for partnerships. A strong team with deep market strategy, technology, and execution experience. I myself, with more than two decades in the tech space, I know the pain of visiting the salons. We have registered more than 350 service providers on the platform currently, and we are slowly starting with our distribution channels for products and also training the service providers on the platform. Beauty is contagious, beauty is empowering, beauty makes you happy. There's enough capacity for greatness in Africa. There's a Zulu proverb,
Ubuntu, it's not about me, it's not about you, it's about us working together. I thank you.
Hi, Julie.
Wow. Truly, this is
Hi, Julie.
a great, just a quick one, quickly, Gaju. This is a great presentation. This is a great product. I think I judged you in 2019 myself for the 6 stars, and I'm so proud to see how far you've grown and be here. Just tell us quickly. We need to. We know that you have a competitive, and we know your product is fine. So how do the poorer people within the poor community be able to access this product? What is your price? What are your prices as compared to the rest of your competitors that you have?
Thank you very much. That's a great question, McKevin. So we have 2 types of customers. So we have the end customer, which is the consumer, and the prices are very competitive for the end consumer. And the other type of customer for us is our service providers. And the way they do it, like we said, we offer them flexibility on the platform. So depending on the area, the location, and the price range within that location, they can then price their services accordingly. So somebody who's in a very high market urban area will price more. And for people that are catering for people in markets where they're not necessarily having the money to pay for more, then they price it accordingly. So it's it depends on the service provider and their location, and that's how they price it.
Yes, I think it's an exciting presentation, and you seem to have it all. What would you need from the investors in particular?
As you can see, I like this slide.
And why do you need it?
No, not a problem. I will answer that one. Thanks. And as you can see, we have a big challenge of quality assurance. And the money that we need is for us, number one, to be able to train our service providers, because it's not about the skill. So it's not about somebody can braid their hair, but it's about somebody understanding that I can use the app, and using the app, I need to be on time. I need to also know how to manage the reports that I'm getting, the financial reports. So it's the softer skills, not the hardcore skills of doing the job. So that's number one. The other part that we want to do is building the partnerships with the corporates. And currently we are having discussions with the global brands because we want them to support us in supporting our service providers. So be that being in discounts in products or being that in equipment, that's what we need. The biggest cost is also for marketing, because we do understand that it's a new concept, it's a new way of doing things, and there's a huge gap in what we have currently and how we can reach our end customers, especially the corporate environment, because we're looking at using them as part of the enterprise social development programs, where we can then go and offer these services and have our packages or subscriptions where they buy them in bulk, and then they make our service providers more active than they are currently.
Thanks so much. The questions and answers time is over.
Can I ask Julie for the question, just to close the, first of all, really impressive and straight to the point presentation. I really liked it. All the important details were covered. And I would like, just if it's possible, to know how much revenue have you generated so far, and did you break even?
No, so we haven't, and the reason is purely because we went live at the beginning of 2020. Okay. And just been through quite a few lockdown restrictions, and which is why we're actually raising money now, because we're sort of going back and retraining for quality assurance and then doing the marketing. So it's sort of like we were about to start, and now we're actually going back and doing the work to start again, all over again.
My question was just additional to McKevin's first question, why do you generally need money? But now I understand more what is the situation. So thank you very much for answering.
The time is over for questions and answers.
Thank you, everyone. Thank you very much. Thanks for it.
You're welcome.
Thank you so much, our presenter, the previous one. Please, you can still share your startup with the audience, so that we see how we can progress in one way or the other, because there are quite a lot of interest in every presenter's information here. You have very unique and so great sounding enterprises that you are handling. I have to thank you so much. The next to that one is number 9. That is Keep Me Alive. I wish to call Keep Me Alive on board at this juncture.
I'm so
Hi,
keen to
everyone.
be
Can you hear me?
alive.
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Hi.
Your presentation.
Okay, so I'll be actually showing a product called Terrasum as per my email yesterday. I know it's a bit late in the evening, and I hope the judges are not too tired. My name is Jawid Hassin, and my product is Terrasum. And Terrasum is a product of my company, SmartQ. We are a technology company from Pretoria. We have multiple products. One of them is in the IoT space. We have a voting platform, and our flagship product that we have is a smart queuing system. Going on from there, I want to talk about the problem and what is the need for this product that I'm going to be talking about today. Basically, it is a Terrasum is a micro habitat management system, but also it is a real-time climate simulation system. And basically, you could simulate the weather in another condition in another area of the world within a box that's sitting on your desk. So there isn't really a product like it in existence. So what it does is it can take real-time weather information from one location, temperature, humidity, etc., and then it will simulate those conditions within a simulator that is compact, and I'll show you a picture of that in a moment. So the problems are that there isn't a product like it, and the uses of it is if you needed to simulate, if you needed to simulate the conditions of something, if you were researching, for example, in one case we worked with the University of Pretoria, and there was a case of anthrax outbreak, and they wanted to simulate the conditions in another area. So this unit was able to replicate those conditions exactly in real time, and why the conditions were that severe while testing a vaccine for the problem. Just a moment. Okay, so like I said, it's a cost saving. It has a modular design. It has parts that can be separated in the. So there's a heat sensor, there's a humidity sensor, there's light conditions and so forth. And those can be modularized and sold separately for different conditions. Say you needed to use you needed to create a terrarium for a certain type of an animal or something, that one application of it. I just want to move on. You get only what you need. I'm completely tanking this, but I'm trying my best. Real-time climate replication, growing of the smart grown plant industry. And there's a picture of a handsome devil with the unit that you see on on the table of how it looks. I think my time is up. So I just want to say thank you. Whatever questions you have, I'd be happy to answer after this.
Perfect. It's time now for the judges and the guests to have questions and answers towards the presentation from Jawidi Hassim.
My apologies for the poor presentation. Any questions about the unit?
Hi. Hi, thank you for your presentation. Can you tell me more about your target market as well as your business model? What makes your products so attractive?
Okay,
And are you, as I saw in your, just a small addition to it, are you generating revenue? As I saw that you don't have a traction, but revenue is mentioned that you have it. Can you tell us
Yes.
a bit about that?
So from the first prototype that we built, we are generating a very humble MRR. But because it's a prototype, it's very humble at the moment. We are in no way yet in a position to say that it's very early stage for us. Let me put it that way. With regard to your question, this is more of our product model. We have other products in our offering as Smart Q, but this is more of our product model, and that is that it's a very niche market. You may have, for example, I've been wanting to explore the farming industry, where people would like to grow special need plants like azaleas and orchids, which are very, which are one of the hardest high maintenance plants to grow. So this particular climate box could grow something that would normally grow in different conditions somewhere else in the world. I don't know if that's a bit clearer to you.
Yes, it appeals to what I wanted to hear as an answer. If there are no other judges are having a question, would like also to know more about the financials. Can you show me the slides, the one that you haven't shown so far? I mean, you have shown it, but it was like in microseconds.
Sure.
And give a more, elaborate more about it, you know, how you have come up to those figures.
Okay, so now in the financial side, actually, this is traction. This is more traction slides that are due to our other products.
Okay.
So this is a brand new product. I'm very excited about it, and I'm not even ready to actually discuss the funding till I would like to actually explore this market a little bit, and as per my 2-year plan. I would like to go and find volunteers, build certain units like this in their different industries, evaluate the product in the wild, in different scenarios, and then I'd be able to come back and tell you that as investors, that I'm ready for you, that I've gathered the information, have the market research. But the reason why I'm presenting this particular product is I think many of the judges will feel it is a very comfortable product in their area of sector.
Yes, I concur to that. I like the pillars as well. I'm considering the milestone that you have set within your 2-year action plan. So thank you. You have answered more than enough to my question.
The question is and answers is over, and we thank you so much.
Thank you very much.
We have the next is Diligent Farms. Diligent Farms, are you there? We are waiting for Diligence Right Farms Limited. Are you there, Diligent Farms Limited? We are waiting for you. It is your time. It has started just in this very juncture. I see Mr. Gajo, your hand is up.
It left from the last one, so I
Okay.
apologize for that. Sorry.
Okay.
Thank you for notifying me.
Please. We are waiting for Diligent Right Farms Limited. Diligence Farms Limited. I think Diligent Farms Limited is still sorting himself or herself. I'm not so sure, but it is time.
Ronald, as I saw, there is only one startup left if we exclude the Diligence Right Farms Limited. It's Dukwa Limited. Am I right?
Yep.
Yeah, great. Thank you.
Okay. I am so grateful for everything that has really transpired, and it is still going on. I would wish to give chance to the judges and the guests who are doing the right tight marking and giving our awarding marks. We hope our judges are doing the very best. We are awarding marks from 1 to 5. 1 being the least and 5 being the highest, or 1 being least done and 5 being the most done. Can someone hear me? Diligence Farms is there. Diligence Farms, I can see you, but you are not showing. What is the problem? You can't hear me? I can see. Your hand is up and you need to be presenting. What could be the issue? Some technology?
He seems to say that he's not able to hear.
Or what could be the issue? Okay, can you unmute yourself? Okay. Unmute.
Ronald, can you speak to him behind the scene why we continue with the other startup, then we can come back to him why he fixes his issues. So just go to the next startup.
I think he just need to unmute himself, period.
Can you unmute him? Can you unmute him?
Okay, let me see.
I think you can. You have an option to mute and unmute every participant within the panel.
But if he's not, is he hearing us even?
For him, he can hear us, I think. I don't know. If you hear us, can you type and tell us?
All right, Ronald, please go to the next startup. And when you manage to send him a message in the group or in a message, they respond. Means that maybe he's not even hearing us, otherwise he would have unmute.
Just a minute. Diligence Farms. I don't know the icon you have used. Let me see. Are you now okay, Diligent Farm?
Ronald, can you please go to the next startup while we try to sort him out
I think
so that he can be patient?
yes, I think he is the last startup.
I think
No,
he
he's
is
not the
there.
last.
I see that there is that he unmuted his, or you have unmuted him. I think that he can hear us. Can you please raise hand that you hear us?
Can you hear us? Because I can see. I try to unmute.
He's muted again. I don't know what has happened. Why he's muted again? If he was
Is he the last startup?
Yes, yes.
Well, I haven't pitched
No,
yet. You know,
but he hasn't pitched. He's not the last startup.
He needs to pitch. Is what I'm trying.
Yes, can you allow Ronald? He is not the last startup.
Okay.
Duka Limited has not pitched. Can Duka Limited pitch?
Okay.
Why we wait for? Why we fix him up?
That's fine.
Okay, just to reverse. Please forward with Duka.
Limited,
yeah.
Duba Limited, you can as well pitch out as we wait and we sort out the diligent right funds. I think you can start from here. Duba Limited. 56.
So hi everyone. Nice to be here. My name is Victor, and I'm the CEO and founder of Duka Limited. So if you're in Africa, chances are you're buying from a retail shop. It looks something like this. But these shops that are having 90% of the population buying from them are encountering a couple of challenges. The first challenge that they encounter is that they're not able to get the various products that they need when they need them fast enough. Also, these retailers, there are many of them, and sourcing for these particular products means that sometimes they close their shop, they go and buy these particular products. Duka was formed for them, and actually, the main customer that Duka tries to bring technology to is the shop. However, there's also the another market problem that is there, which is the manufacturer who wants to sell the products that they have to the end consumer through these shops. However, they can't tell where they are, so there's poor visibility of that micro supply chain, and there's also lack of efficient distribution, which is cost effective and which creates the benefit to these retailers. So Duka created a solution that is able to bring efficiencies in this sector. So how is the solution? By use of tech, where we create an app which is both on the phone and also a web-based solution, a retailer can get on their phone or their laptop and order. Once it hits the Duka engine, 3 things happen. The first thing that happens is that we use that data, we collect it, and we distribute it to the manufacturers. The manufacturers on one end prepare the load that is to leave. Duka then consolidates that request for delivery, sends a third-party logistics company or person to go and collect the load from the manufacturer, and either takes it to a distributor who further consolidates the same and ships directly to the retailer, or from the manufacturer directly to the retailer. Sometimes these retailers don't have enough funds, so Duka connects them with the financial institutions, which are then able to help them to continue stocking the goods despite lacking the finances. This is a huge opportunity in Africa. It's 250 billion, and Duka believes that we can be able to unlock 90 billion of this market. In terms of our competitors, those are the 3 competitors that we are working with. However, what differentiates us from them is the fact that we are one-stop shop for shopping, data, and financial services as well. The Duka product is 3-in-1. It's already launched, it's fully operational, and the retailer has an app. The admin panel will also be offered to the manufacturers and the warehouse managers, and the riders as well get an app that can help them to become more efficient. In terms of what we've been able to do, we've so far, by the end of this month, which is the month of September, have garnered more than $1 million in revenue, done over 25,000 in terms of delivery, and we have now 1,300 active retailers that are ordering through our platform. We have a huge team that is experienced at the executive level to deliver this dream and vision that we have for Duka. And we believe with this massive team, and also that is full of experience, that has managed collectively 31 markets in Africa, we can be able to drive the business to what it ought to be. So that's my time with you, and I'm happy to take any questions that you may have.
It is time for questions and answers.
Thank you. I think thank you very much. It's a very clear presentation. But could you ride us through your financials? How does your financial plan look like, both in terms of projection and break-evens?
Yes. So in terms of projections, by end of this year, we would have, so our projection is to do $3.08 million. We expect to just break even at about 0.4% of that. And in the next year, we'll be making $11 million in terms of revenue.
Great.
Victor, really solid and viable presentation with all the important details mentioned. My question would be, is your market focus only on Kenya, or you're planning to expand regionally or maybe globally as well? And additionally, as I see that you're really experienced with your and really sure with where you're going with your company, have you raised money so far, or have you negotiated with some investors, with VC investors, for example?
So yes, so we are currently talking to 8 investors. To answer your question, going back, we are expanding to 5 markets in 2022. This is Uganda, Rwanda, Tanzania, Zimbabwe, and Ethiopia. Ethiopia is a tricky one, but we sort of think that we found a sweet spot as far as expanding is concerned. And so after we've done the East African market, in the next 24 months, we'll be headed towards Western African markets. So already we've finalized the decks in terms of expansion to these markets, the 5 markets that I've just listed, and Nigeria and West Africa, Ghana and Ivory Coast are already ongoing in terms of market research. So in terms of raising money, we've been, so we've bootstrapped this as founders and co-founders. And so far, this is the first round that we want to go for investment.
Additionally, would like to know, did you have some regulatory issues in terms of entrance of the aforementioned markets, especially for the West Africa? Or can you use the similar model in terms of everything, like the additional resources? Because whenever you go within opening new market, you need to have a budget for that. Did you find, was this market already an issue for you, or you just have the natural situation in terms of opening the market? Already have the potential vendors and potential partners with whom you can expand to the market.
The questions and answers is now over for him, and we are grateful for his presentation. That was perfect.
Ronald,
So,
do we have diligence?
Yes, we are calling on diligence right away to start from where Duba Limited has just left. Now, to diligence farm. Mr. Gajo, your hand is up. If you need to say something, please. Mr. Gajo Vanka, your hand is up.
Okay, I apologize.
It's okay.
I have raised it down. Thank you.
Please, if diligence is not presenting, while he's checking, can we just give a few seconds to Duha Limited to answer Mr. Gajo's questions?
I think Diligence is now unmuted. I think he is in position to present. We'll give him also a chance. Diligence Right Farms, can you hear us? Can you hear anybody?
Vale.
Hello? We can see you, but we can't hear you.
Can he write in the group?
Can you write maybe in the chat? Can you write so that we see? Or can you present? Okay, put your presentation on the screen.
He has written, I would just like to add that he has written on a panel saying that he's having network connection. It says it's all constantly on and off. So he says that he is sorry because he's unable to participate.
No, that one I think was Jamada.
Oh yes, sorry, it's a Jamada. Yeah,
that is Jamada.
Jamada, sorry. Yeah.
Maybe we would wish to know what is the heck about Diligence Right Farms. Okay. If you are able to hear us, can you write something and the chat so that we can read it all about the challenge you are going through?
Okay, Ronald, if everybody has already pitched, we can remind our judges to finish their voting and find out who will be the winner of today's event and who will pitch with us on October 5 at the Unicorn Battle MENA Middle East and Africa event. Yeah.
We shall go, I think, one judge after the other. That would be.
I would just like that
I'd
because
like to know when it's my
we got more time from Diligence.
Diligence, you are talking.
Just answer the last question that Mr. Vanka asked.
I saw Diligence talking. I don't know if he's now okay.
Yes, I can now hear you.
Yes. You can now go ahead and present to us. You can now go ahead and present to us.
Very.
So Ronald, I think it's time to close the voting, yeah? Am I right?
I think Diligence, we can't hear you. Can you, if you can hear us, we can't hear you.
Okay, so I close the voting. Is it okay?
As far as I'm concerned, I voted for everybody except for the last one, which are waiting, generally waited.
Would it be possible, perhaps we can vote against the summary that they had put into their deck?
I think it would be it wouldn't be appropriate because what I have seen that many things within the summary are not even mentioned. Someone have waited to just put it today presentation. Some of their presentations were more efficient and more eye-opener in terms of what they offer as a project or a business. But I don't think it could be. It wouldn't be properly to make them to assess their project in terms of a summary, because I don't think it wouldn't do any good for them. It's not fully presented. You know, there's many things that are just left from the financial part, from the risks, if they have participated in some incubation or acceleration program. What is their status of MVP? Is it an invention or is it in the process of development? I don't know. You know, there's a lot of things that are unclear in terms of what is about their competitors. And these are the questions which are pretty important for any investor or judge to make their assessment viable. So that's my personal opinion, you know.
Yes, I think what the guys, you're right. What we can do from our other side is to, from an advice perspective, give them more advice on how to do their presentation going forward, whether they win or they don't win. Is the fact that they need to focus, which is something that we didn't see quite often on the, they need to focus on especially 3 or 4 or 5 things: the problem, the solution, their competition, their market, and their business and their business model. It is very key. The fact they are giving you 3 minutes to speak. And overview, it's okay, but if you have a few seconds to talk about it. But the key is, what is the problem you're solving? What is the solution you're bringing to that problem? Do you have key competitors, and how do you outsmart those competitors? Tell us a little bit about your team and your market, your business model. So next time, going forward, and we didn't really see this chronologically in this going forward. Unfortunately, due diligence cannot present, but I don't think we can hold this. We can wait for him to present. Overall, for me, this was it was great coming from the host from Uganda, and I'm really honored to be here. For me, I think we can just go straight to the scores and congratulate those who won and those who made it to the next round.
Okay, guys, but we need to find out the winner. So if you're not sure if the startup is pitching fully, you can miss them or him and put marks only for those startups which pitches you will listen it in a full mode. Okay.
I agree with that. I will leave the last one unmarked, and the others are already assessed. I gave them a mark. So thank you.
Yeah, I would agree with that. And
so guys, we
perhaps...
close voting. So
yeah.
we close voting. Attention.
Yeah.
McVin, you had a good idea, but still, again,
okay.
Kate
And
has something.
Kabo now will announce our winner today.
Okay, so soon I think we can get the results from our judges and the people who are watching this. And the people who are watching this, though it will be so good to see the results. I see the message
Please,
from
Ronald, please check our chat.
Yes.
So we have 3 second place.
Yes.
And now it's okay. So let's start announce from 3rd place, please.
Okay. We have as we check on we are still checking on the results from the judges.
No, we've given the results.
Yes.
Okay, the startup who took the 3rd place is Ronald. Your turn.
Yeah, the number 1, according to the
No,
judges.
number
The third,
three.
start with the third, start with the third, Ronald.
The
Okay,
number,
Lena,
you start with number three. Number three.
Yeah. Is this
We start with number three.
startuplist.com? Yeah.
Yes, that
Our
is number three,
congratulations.
startuplist.com. Number two is real-time digitalized soil nutrient management system.
Yeah,
that is
but
number
also.
But what is the name? Is that a rename?
Yeah, real-time digitalized soil nutrient management system.
And also we have two startups who also took second place. So we have three startups that
Yes,
took
two
second
more
place.
other startups.
Yeah,
The
it's
second phase. And that's where we have Maisha by Saria and Prime U. They also
our
took the second
congratulations.
position. So that means in the second position, according to our judges.
And the hottest
Third,
moment, who is the winner?
and the number one winner is Duga Limited.
Oh, super, super. Our congratulations. We will mail you with all details regarding the upcoming Unicorn Battle Mina on October 5. So please wait a letter from me and Lena.
Congratulate you as well.
Congratulations.
Congratulations. Thank you. Thank you.
So guys, thank you for great event and
Congratulations
for
to
being with us
everyone.
this evening.
Thank you.
And we are so happy.
Thanks,
Thank you for
Ronald, for
participating.
hosting.
Thank you for competing. Please, you're welcome.
All right, thank you everyone, Ronald. Thank you, the team. It was nice connecting. All of you, please let's connect on LinkedIn. Or send us emails if you need any help going forward. I think that would be the best way for us to go from here. Thank you, Startup.network, for the invite. I really appreciate. And for the winner, Duha, you're doing a great job. We wish you the best in the next round. Graduates, it was nice meeting you. And Ronald, what a great organization. Thank you. So proud of you, man. Keep it up.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
And then that will be it for me. And have a good night to everyone.
Please, thank you. I have to thank all the judges and all the teachers today and my fellow co-hosts, the Startup Network. I am so grateful. Thank you so much. And we keep ourselves in touch so that we connect each other on different opportunities that are coming up and that we are connected with.
Thank you. Thank you very much for organizing.
Thank you from Belgrade, and looking forward to the next event and hopefully with the next unicorn from Uganda. So greetings from Belgrade and looking forward to be in touch.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Hey, thank you so much. Thank you.
Thank you, everyone. Bye.
Thank you, Duga Limited. Thank you so much. Thank you, Sarah. Thank you.
Thank you for hosting us.
Diligence Farm, we have really missed you. List.com, you remain having the hand up. Maybe you had something to say. Okay, we will have to end the meeting. And I say thank you so much for all the time and sacrifice you have made towards the success of this event. I have to wish you the best in everything you are doing. we welcome you on board, and now you are part of the ecosystem of startup networks. Thank you so much, and we wish you the best.
Thank you. Likewise. Bye.
Bye-bye for now.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.